So Atleta, at its simplest form, would be an online platform that helps to connect youth athletes with collegiate level and university coaches here in Canada for the purposes of recruitment and scholarship opportunities. What made me start Atleta was honestly the girls that I coach. Here in Vancouver, I coach a U18 girls soccer team, and the girls were coming to me with simple questions such as, how do I get recruited for university? How do I go about getting seen? I started looking around as to how do I go about getting coaches out to see the girls, and I found the process was a little bit antiquated. I found that you have to know somebody to get a coach out to see your kids, and so there seemed to be a gap to me. There seemed to be something missing here. So I created Atleta to fill that gap so that the athletes could showcase themselves and hopefully go for the dreams that they want to achieve. The $100,000 would be massive for Atleta because it would let us get the word out there that we're available to these athletes. It would let us connect more athletes to more coaches. It would help with the recruitment process in Canada. It would also allow us to expand into other sports, which is so necessary right now. So for Atleta, community involvement is a very big part of our mission statement. We want to give back to our communities and the communities that support us. So one way we're doing that is our partner program, where we have a number of partners already on board, and any athlete that signs up under their partnership program, we rebate part of their fees back to their program. Specifically, they can use them for development purposes, for training facilities, for whatever it is that they see needed in order to develop their athletes.
My name's Jason Jordan. I'm a former Vancouver Whitecaps player. I got to play for the Vancouver Whitecaps for 12 seasons. I'm the third leading goal scorer in Vancouver Whitecaps history. I think it's a very useful site. It gives you the ability to contact coaches, right? And coaches to contact you, upload video. It also gives you some feedback on what you should expect when you're in a university. So it's just not trying to contact the coaches, but giving you some thoughts going into university, what you should be prepared for. My son's on it. I think it's a great program. He's able to use it, and he's not the best with computers. He's contacted coaches and had conversations with them, and I think it's great for us to have something for Canadian schools. I know a lot of American schools have the ability to contact kids, but there's nothing really for Canadian schools. So it's great for us to have an ability for kids to contact Canadian schools.
So technology for Atleta is Atleta. Without technology, there literally would not be an Atleta. Atleta is a website. It is web-based, where the kids create their profiles. The athletes can upload their videos. Coaches have their profiles. It's all done online. We're actually coming out with an app that should be out within the next couple of weeks, so that we'll make it more mobile, and there's a couple new features that'll be in that app. But without technology, none of this would be possible. So it's a huge part for Atleta. So my dream for Atleta is that it is the go-to place when anybody wants to be recruited or is looking for recruits. My dream is that volleyball player up in Prince George who thinks he can't be recruited because he lives in Prince George and will never be seen. He now knows that he has an opportunity. Or the soccer player that plays maybe in the second division who's a very skilled player but can't get into the tournaments. Now she can get into those tournaments. The goal and the motto would be no athlete left behind. If you want a scholarship, if you want to be recruited into a school, you now have the ability to take that into your hands and do that. And Atleta would be the facility in order to do that. As far as the impact that we would like to see in the future, this one is fairly personal to me specifically. I would like to create scholarship funds, one in particular in my mom's name. About 4 years ago, I lost my mom to breast cancer, and that was a hard thing to go through. My mom was a mom who was at every training session, at every game. Sometimes I wish she wouldn't be there at every game, but she was there and she was cheering all the time. And there would be no greater honor for me than to be able to create a scholarship fund to make sure her legacy lives on through other athletes. I want Atleta to be looked at as a resource. I want it to be looked at as a community partner, and I want it to be something that's a household name when you want to play any sport in Canada, in a university or a college. Hi, it's Kim, founder of Atleta. I wanted to take a moment to thank you, Telus Pitch, for this opportunity you're providing me. This would be an amazing way to grow my business and reach more athletes across this country of ours. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you.